Since its inception in 2008, the main objective of Call of Duty Zombies has been to kill the undead and to progress through as many rounds as you can. What's the most common way to do that? By shooting them, of course. But what if we didn't? Today I'll be seeing how far I can go in Infinite Warfare Zombies without firing a single bullet. Possibly the best map for this challenge will be Rave in the Redwoods. It's got free melee weapons in Spawn and you don't even start with a gun. There's no way we could go wrong. My name's UndyingMagnus, make sure to like and subscribe, and without further delay, let's start the challenge. On attack with the radioactive thing. So the goal here is to get to as high of a round as possible without shooting. We can still use melee, traps, buildables and grenades to kill the zombies, but no guns. Round 1 was about as easy as you'd think. Standard melee was one-hitting them, so there was nothing to worry about there. Round 2 rolls around and I build my first buildable, the good old seismic wave generator. Won't be too useful now, but it'll come in handy for later. Round 3 and already this is starting to get a little bit difficult. Melee was now a free shot, and I could easily get red screen here, so I had to play very carefully. Still, a lucky insta-kill meant I'd rack up many points on round 4. Whilst I was over at the power station, I got the violet ray before heading into the market and grabbing the cleaver, meaning melee was back to being a one-shot up until round 9. Round 6 and I had purchased Jug, making my zombie slashing ventures all that safer. That same round I had bought Slappy Tappy to take the cleaver even further. Round 7 was the first Krog round. Not dogs, Krogs. Now here's the tricky thing about Krogs. Yes, our melee instantly kills them, but we also take damage from doing so. So we had to play cautiously and make sure not to get too greedy. However, I discovered a trick to avoid this damage was to back away when I melee so I don't get caught in the radioactive puddle. And I successfully cleared my first Krog round. Round 8, I grabbed stamina up for that juicy movement speed boost, and it was pretty much smooth sailing from there. Till Mr. Krabs' drunk cousin from Chernobyl came to fuck my day up. I had somehow forgotten about the existence of these things because you can one-shot them with the Wonder Weapon before they even do anything. Unfortunately, we don't have access to that, so we'll have to take care of him the good old-fashioned way. At the end of the round, it was time for the boxing match of the century. UndyingMagnus versus Chernobyl Krabs. Here comes Krabs stepping into the ring as Magnus puts down his seismic wave generator, but it proves to be ineffective. Krabs goes for the ambush, takes a punch to the face, but he's still standing. Mr. Krabs gets punched in the face, but he's still in the game. Krabs goes under the ring, comes out and punches Magnus straight in the dick. What a script. Magnus takes the retreat, but Krabs has a flashbang. That is definitely against the rules, but he doesn't care. Krabs goes to the knockout, but Magnus skillfully dodges and counters. But Krabs has another flashbang. Magnus is blind again, and Krabs charges right on in, but Magnus dodges again and goes to another punch, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a knockout. UndyingMagnus is the champion of the Son of a Beach boxing tournament. What a stupid fucking bit. So I managed to take down my first Krog Brute with great difficulty. It may have only taken 2 hits, but with its high damage and powerful moveset, I could tell that the Krog Brute was going to be a pain in the crollocs. We jump to round 13 where I want to conduct a little experiment. I bought Change Choose thinking that one of the buildables or the knife could trigger it. We'll see if it does later. That round the Krogs came back, allowing us to get a much needed max ammo that will greatly help in this challenge. Round 16 and Chernobyl Krabs is back for round 2. The zombies are starting to get a little more aggressive, so I set down the violet way. Violet way? What the fuck is a violet way? The zombies were starting to get a little more fuck. The zombies were starting to get a little more aggressive, so I set down the violet ray and let it get to work. And surprise surprise, the Krogs do not care. Regardless, our next boxing tournament was cancelled after Chernobyl Krabs slipped on a rubber ducky and fucking died. Round 18 and I had a strategy down. Fire the violet ray in short bursts to keep it up for as long as possible. It usually doesn't last for very long if you don't do that. Same thing with like any other buildable really. Round 20 and I went grocery shopping, where I discovered 2 small problems. Number 1, the cleaver was no longer one-shotting zombies. Number 2, Chernobyl Krabs is back, and this time he's brought reinforcements. So now I have to juggle the zombies and 2 Krog Brutes whilst trying not to die, and I need to get my buildable back. However, I got too focused on avoiding the Krogs, forgot about the zombies and paid the price. And better yet, Change Choose did absolute fuck all. So I did what anyone would do and recovered my perks. I picked up Quick Revive and Slappy Taffy before the zombies put me on my arse again. So I did what anyone would do and recovered my perks. I spawned right next to Jug, I picked that up first. After that was Slappy Taffy. Despite not one-hitting the zombies anymore, I kept it because it was the only way to kill the Krog brutes. Next was Quick Revive, and finally Stamina Up. We were back on track, except the big Krogs never left. If you want zombies to be scary again, try fighting 2 Krogs at once with just a cleaver, knifing one in the back when you know damn well the other one is charging right at you. This fight was intense. A poorly executed attack, and the most bullshit flashbang ever, led to me taking my 3rd down. Seriously, I was not even looking at any of the Krog brutes, and I got flashbang. What the fuck was that? Finally, after 8 minutes of running around in circles like an idiot, I had finally killed both Krog brutes and I was finally done with round 20. In one round I had lost all my quick revives and whatever sanity I had left. If there's one good thing that came from this challenge, it's the realization that the seismic wave generator is possibly the best thing on this map. I love a good corpse launch. The good times didn't last for long, however. Round 26 and the fucking has begun. The Super Krogio brothers were back to Goomba stomp me into the ground. With my buildable broken, I had to use gas grenades to take out the zombies, and here's the shocking part. It actually killed a Krog. One Krog. A single, unfortunate Krog. Look, alright, I get that they're crabs and all, but should Krog brutes really be able to charge sideways? This round I forgot to look at the time, for it was Kroggin time, and I was the one to be Krogged, and so my run ended on round 26. Did you know that 80% of people watching this video aren't even subscribed to the channel? If that's you, then why not subscribe? It's free! Now this was meant to be just one attempt, but this video is only 6 minutes long, so I'll have to hop back on and do another attempt. I guess I'll play Rave in the Redwoods. Round 1 and 2, I stuck to using my fists for maximum points. Round 3 is when I picked up my 2 melee weapons, the machete and the axe. I don't know if they have any different functions, but I took them both for the sake of variety. Round 5, power is on, and the worst thing that could have happened, happened.
Your soul will be mine.
Considering these guys red screen you in one hit without Jug, it was no surprise that I took it down here. Round 7, I got Jug, and as if things couldn't get any worse, my weapon stopped one-shotting on round 10. Oh dear. So I had to resort to using grenades. I did, however, eventually get enough points to buy Slappy Taffy. From then on it was basically smooth sailing. I got stamina up, went to the island, then had to go back because I forgot a film reel, and then packed the machete, which I didn't even know you could do. I then double packed it a few rounds later, only to do the smart thing and knife a horde of zombies the next round. And this is where the BS begins. The game unpacked my machete. I got the mower from a totem pole, which was fun for about 5 seconds until it broke. What is this, a jet gun? I hit the 20s and the zombies are bunching up and I'm having trouble killing them. The last thing I'd want is to recreate what happened earlier. But then I remembered. Traps. So I took the zipline away and led the zombies to the log swing trap, which I had always assumed worked like the flogger from Shino Numa. With how shit that flogger is, I'll be calling it the Schlogger from now on. The disco trap was much better as it distracted the zombies, except for these little cocks because they're no fun. This went on for a while, using the disco trap and the Schlogger to kill most of the zombies and melee any stragglers. Round 23 rolls around and the Bigfoots are back, and it is time for me to showcase my pro gamer moves. Out of quick revives and out of luck, round 24 rolls around and I have a plan to hopefully make the Schlogger useful. All I need to do is train up the zombies first, then use it. If I do it right, this should be great. The amount of kills I will get. Anyway, that's enough of the no shooting challenge. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching and thank you for 400 subscribers. Let's see how fast we can get to 500.